Cancel culture is not about accountability anymore. That excuse is finished. What we are watching now is political intimidation, an organized, culturally accepted method of deciding who is allowed to speak and who must be punished into silence. It is ideological enforcement disguised as morality, and it works precisely because most people are too afraid to say what they really think. This isn't activism, it's power. It began with a noble-sounding story: speak truth to power, hold people accountable, protect the vulnerable. But real accountability requires evidence, context, and due process. Cancel culture offers none of that. It skips straight to punishment. Accusations replace investigation, outrage replaces judgment, and spectacle replaces justice. The goal was never fairness. It was submission. What cancel culture perfected was public execution without responsibility. A digital mob forms, demands firings, bans, and apologies, and then disappears without consequences. No single person is accountable, so everyone feels justified. Companies panic, institutions fold, and careers are destroyed not because someone committed evil, but because they were declared unacceptable. This is not morality. It is mob rule with a Wi-Fi signal. Then came the shift from behavior to belief. Cancel culture stopped policing actions and started policing thoughts. Question gender ideology, and you're labeled harmful. Challenge race-based policies, and you're called dangerous. Defend free speech itself, and you're accused of platforming hate. These labels are not arguments. They are warning signs meant to isolate, intimidate, and silence. They exist to tell everyone else: do not associate, do not question, do not think. The true success of cancel culture isn't the people it destroys, it's the people it scares. It only needs to cancel enough professors to silence the rest, enough journalists to control the narrative, enough employees to make dissent career suicide. The result is not agreement, but obedience. People don't say what they believe, they repeat what's safe. That is not consensus. That is fear management. Despite its rhetoric, cancel culture does not empower the marginalized. It empowers the loudest activists, the most aggressive ideologues, and those least interested in debate. It replaces persuasion with punishment and dialogue with destruction. Once disagreement is treated as violence, even rhetorical violence becomes justified, and that is how free societies rot from the inside. Every authoritarian system begins the same way, not with soldiers or laws, but with speech restrictions enforced by social pressure. Cancel culture is not a phase. It is a test. Either ideas are allowed to compete openly, or silence becomes the price of survival. And once fear decides what you're allowed to say, freedom doesn't need to be taken from you. You've already surrendered it.